Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm with my Calibre Bossnut and I'm doing a bit of an update, sort of like a bike check, but just explaining what I've done to upgrade this bike and the journey I've had with it. Upgraded for this bike was the pedals. I've got a great set of DMR V12s on there, which I find to be the best pedals I've ever ridden. Of course they are sharper, so getting shinned by them hurts a ton more, but I find that rarely happens because my feet grip to the pedals so well. On the topic of DMR, a more recent addition to this bike is the grip. I've got a set of DMR Deathgrips here, which I'm really liking. The second thing I attempted to upgrade on this bike is to have a dropper post. This is kind of a long story. I've been through 3 other dropper posts trying to get the right one for this bike. So let me talk you through how that happened. First off, I got a cheap RSP plummet, which unfortunately broke the first day using it. Then I tried to get a Crank Brothers Highline dropper. I soon learned that the suspension linkage goes through the frame where the seat post goes in, which stops any seat post at a certain point. This meant that the dropper post would be too big for me. But during installation, the cable was destroyed and I had to sell it for 35 quid, less than I bought it for, which really sucked. Then I got a race face turbine dropper, which never worked the good few months that I had it. It either wouldn't stay up, wouldn't stay down, wouldn't support weight, and everything in between. So I got rid of that with a warranty and got this, an X brand Ascend. This dropper post is one of the cheapest that I got and it's been the best. Moving away from upgrades, this bike has taught me a lot. It's taught me how to ride better and how to ride more technical trails. It's taught me what style of riding I like to do and where I like to ride the most. Moving back towards upgrades, let's talk about my tyres. I'm now running Specialized tubeless tyres, however I'm not tubeless in the rear. That's also a long story. So this story starts shortly after I crashed my bike and cut my hand open. I had a month off the bike and I was eager to get back on and riding. On the first day of trying to ride, I got a puncture in the rear wheel. And I thought to myself, if I'd had a tubeless setup, that this puncture wouldn't have happened. So I went to my local Halfords and bought tube sealant and tubeless valves. I got home and started to try and do this conversion. I failed miserably. I tried using Gorilla Tape as a substitute for rim tape because I read that it worked. And eventually I gave up because I couldn't get the tyre back on. So I took the bike to a bike shop and they finished the job for me. But they kept the Gorilla Tape from before and used the old valve. Later that day I went to a bike park and my rear wheel kept deflating, so I kept pumping it up. Eventually I smashed it against the rock and dented the rim. As it turns out, the Gorilla Tape was letting air out the spokes and the valves were faulty. This put me off the bike for another month trying to find a new wheel, but eventually I just put a tube in there. You're probably thinking, where do the tyres come into this? Well, as it turns out, when I tried to do my own tubeless conversion, I didn't have tubeless ready tyres. Right, let's get into what you really came here for, the riding. Okay, so I'm back from that ride. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to go pick yourself up a Calibre, there'll be a link in the description. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.